So that's 17 villains, 26 castles, a slew of wandering encounters, and over 1,000 dead in the books. Less than 400 in-game days of time have passed. Currently frozen on day 20. I have so much money that I could afford to have all of my army with me. If I let time expire. Now I would have to repurchase a bunch of raise control spells. That's not a big deal. It's 500 gold per. Matter of fact, I'll show you how not big of a deal it is. Ah, that's not the raise control spell, city. Ah, damn it. Well, that was going to be clever of me. Like, aha, I remembered. Instead of looking at my fucking chart. Damn it, Grimith. Thought I was going to be cool there. No. I think it's up here. Yeah. I did it, without even looking at the map. We'll try that. Let's wait. Week of the Archers. Oh no, my money! Ah! Oh no, my army! Ah! Quick! Nope, not quite. Not for the dragons yet. Hold on. That's what? I had 17 in the book, so I cast 10? Took care of everything. Still plenty of room there to grow. And that's that. So long as you got the cash on hand, you don't even have to stash these kids. That wraparound did help. But we're still a fucking millionaire. What riches. So, let's talk about this. The Sceptre of Order is what you need to win the game. However many villains that takes, just a matter of personal preference. Defeating all the villains? Irrelevant, because you could defeat them all and still lose the game. Even if you'd figure there's enough cartographers around the fucking 4 continents to be able to, with a complete map, figure out where the hell the Sceptre of Order is. I'm not sure our wrecked Dragon Breath had the... Like, all of the work he did to steal the Sceptre of Order, that was immense and well thought out and had so many intricate parts and was executed amazingly. But the part where he hid the Sceptre of Order, maybe not so much. Especially because it's a magic map that updates to the local environment. You could just be moving about, slapping a bridge down for convenience. Then you look at your puzzle map and see that the bridge is there. There's your Sceptre of Order. Not that I needed such a crush. After all, it's not like I bridged everything in the world. Though you certainly could. Bridge tiles get marked on this map. You can see over here where I demonstrated bridge, along with that one. I think I got that one from a chest. It's just like, fuck it. And I had 4 I had bottled up that I wanted to get rid of, so I spent them. Let's go have a gander. 15 days remaining. Oh no! Ah! Here you go. There it is. Ta-da! We failed a search. That'd take a day. Don't need to demonstrate that. Just like how I don't need to demonstrate a number of things, including what it's like to fail casting a bridge spell. Let's search this area. Ah, yes. Congratulations, Alira the Archmage. You have recovered the Sceptre of Order from the clutches of the evil Master Villains. As a reward for saving himself and the four continents from ruin, King Maximus and his subjects reward you with a large parcel of land, a rank of nobility, and a medal announcing your final score. I don't know in what state the four continents are in after everything. Certainly all of the high-tier troops I cloned might destabilize future... Well, it's hard to say, right? With so much powerful magic being slung around. Like, what the ecological ramifications of all this are. Like, how the food chain is impacted. But, I mean, maybe you can just magic up some food. Who can say? This truly is a high-powered realm. And I mean, it's a pretty cool reward, right? Yeah. Maybe I don't have to go adventuring anymore. But, I don't know. I feel like there could be more there, right? Like, what if we just take over? I know Maximus has an infinite number of troops at his disposal, but... You know, maybe we could have just... We could have filled the void, yeah? With our powerful magic. Who could have stopped us? Clearly the Master Villains couldn't. And that's King's Bounty. For the Mac. It's an enjoyable game. It is, however, a simple game. Simple has like a pejorative connotation to it, derogatory in nature. Non-intricate, casual, simple. It's a meld of RPG and strategy, light on both of those. You are perfectly capable of winning in your first playthrough, just if you have a, reasonable foundation in gaming. At least the style of game. And don't throw all of your turns away in the desert. And maybe spend your time actually trying to find the Sceptre instead of full clearing everything. Transitioning to higher level continents for their greater benefits. There's 3 chests I left behind, one in southwestern Forestria that some viewers stream. No! The chest, the prizes! And there's 2 buried in, like, Continentia's desert that I just didn't bother, because you can't land in the desert. There's like a wandering monster group out there, too. It's all irrelevant. What matters is getting that Sceptre of Order. It's just one day, or day however long. Playthrough would have been a little different if we had been on Impossible. But I still had half the time remaining in the game before I waited around, which didn't get me that much money, but netted me more troops, which I didn't need because I could clone them anyway, except for the dragons, which aren't necessary because then you could just have another stack that you can clone. Careful management of resources just leads to victory. Hope you folks understand. Game's not that hard to pick up. You can embark on your own adventures as well. I don't think there's anything for me to show off in another playthrough of this. I've covered ground pretty thoroughly cleaning this stuff out. You can go on your own adventures with it. Perhaps in different ports, whether it be for the DOS, whether it be for the Genesis. Games out there. I do enjoy it, though. It's light-hearted fare. All sorts of seriousness that it tries to attach, like, oh, everything is ruined. Especially at the defeat scene. I guess we try showing that off. Let's boot the game back up. Right, I need to restart the emulator. That's what I get for trying to launch the game. It crashed. And so Christmas was canceled. The struggles of content creation, everyone. Don't you sass-mouth me. Yes. Open. Alright, let's say we don't get the Sceptre. Let's just say I spend the rest of my days frolicking with my hundreds and hundreds of fans. Just right outside the castle gates. No pressure. No pressure. Oh, Alira, you have failed to recover the Sceptre of Order in time to save the land. Beloved King Maximus has died, and the Demon King Earthrax Killspite rules in his place. The four continents lay in ruin about you, its people doomed to a life of misery and oppression because you could not find the Sceptre. I don't feel as if I'm the individual most to blame for this situation. I feel like Team Evil, the Master Villains, did a great job with utilizing the prophecy and all of their moving parts and putting to work, and I feel like Maximus was just fucking relying on the Sceptre of Order. He'd become complacent, you know, just like, oh, look at how wonderful and magic my artifact is, passed down in my lineage, and, oh yeah, all that evil needs to win is for good to become complacent. Maybe just relying on the singular hero left that you'd sent out to save a dungeon, and not giving them anything real substance is the fucking problem here, despite having so much at your disposal. Here you go, here's your title of nobility! In my headcanon, the four continents do lay in ruin, and their people are certainly doomed to a life of misery and oppression. But this Demon King Earthrax Killspite ruling in his place... Nah. Nah. Whatever you say, game. That takes care of the show. If you've got any other questions, I will link the reference cards, and the manual, in the video description. So if you're interested in looking at, like, the story and lore behind the game and how the prophecy worked out, you can go to that. And if you're interested in seeing, like, the exact cards of, like, here's, like, the troop descriptions, you can do that as well. I'll also share my reference chart for how the spells were in this game. I have it, like, in a paint.net sort of file. There's a cool little graph that's available in the instruction manual. I just copied out of that. Otherwise, though, we're done. I'll see you in future Let's Get On With It adventures. I thought that I was going to come up with something, like, pithy there. It was going to be great and wondrous and magnificent, and I'm still stalling to try and come up with that. But we can't always win. Ain't that right, King Maxipad?